Monday, April 25, and this is trade idea 16-8. And here I'm looking at going long DSLV, and what this is this is the 3 times silver ETN. The first thing that caught my attention was the commitment of traders report. It shows that a lot of people are getting long silver. How I'm looking at this for right now is that the money flow is dropping on this, and which means that people are getting out. I think we have an inverted head and shoulders here. There is a huge gap. So right now the risk is basically sitting in this area. I will point out the daily and the weekly chart here. On the daily chart, okay, and you can see the time on here. Its last was 32.81. The RSI, we have an oversold RSI. Prices are hanging out at S2, which is support on the daily basis. You can see the money flow, the unbalanced volume coming out and the money flow. Okay, so a particular interest is that it's here on the daily at S2. I would assume that it would shoot up to S1 and fill that gap area, and it lists S2 as 39.62 and S1 as 47.32, and then pivot is 53.50, which is up in here. Or hold it, that's pivot there. Okay. Yeah, 47.32 for the pivot, 39.62 is here, and then 33.44 is where S2 is at. Okay, so how I'm looking at this is that by longing and then having it run up to S1, depending upon how this plays out by FOMC, it may carry forward. You may have even a one-off day where silver's down sharply, like I believe we saw, I believe it was on Friday. Okay, now on the weekly here, you can see that it's sliding. It's not at S2, so this is the risk down here. So don't pile all in on this. Save a little just in case it gets down to S2, down into this area. It lists $27. Up further up, it lists $49 and then $64. The thing here is that you can run into momentum here. There are a lot of, as you know, I was interested in metals and stuff back in December. So if people are getting in on metals now, obviously, to me, they're 4 months late. Okay, so I'm looking to go against them. I'm assuming that what's going to happen here is that the dollar is going to bottom out with the FOMC and then take off and then pressure commodities. But not all commodities are the same. Some will be facing droughts, the agriculturals, the softs, and things of that nature. It's not as easy as just buying the CRB in December or what have you, all commodities. So once again, let me take a look here and see what our current situation is on this. You can see that there's this chart is a 50-minute delay, but you can see that there's not a lot of volume on here, 132,000, but it is a 3-timer, and I like to gravitate to those because the website is day trader speculator. All right, most people barely hold it a week, so I post a trade idea on 1 week, and then I go back and look at it the following week. Okay, and I will post a recap of previous trade from last week, but once again, give this an update here and see where we're at. Okay, now we're at 32.88. So I'm basically going off of the commitment of traders, which is comes from the CFTC. It basically tells you the poker hands of the players. It says that there's a lot of people jumping in on silver now. I'm basically looking at buying at this S2 area, and I'm gonna say that it'll probably go and fill the gap area. And when it moves like that, I'll come back probably and do a recap on this one probably this week. Okay, and this is trade idea 16-8. And look for more trade ideas. I post one a day. Thank you.